Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone, so take what fits, but please leave the rest out. Hope you guys are doing well. We have intention behind a mask, intention again with the honoring path. So it looks like the universe has been guiding you or the person you're dealing with. It's showing up kind of your energy is what I'm feeling. That you guys are leveling up in self-worth. It's kind of like you realize now that acceptance is key, okay, no matter what has happened. And it looks like things are happening here and changing someone's viewpoint as this energy shifts and you're finally realizing what's truly important. The other person is being pulled towards you. I lost sight of what was important in this connection, and I'm afraid you will forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. So yeah, this person realizes they have a lot of regrets, but they're seeing things clearly now for the first time. They should have treated you as important. Overall energy, 3 of Swords for the overall. Okay, so there's heartbreak here. There's pain. It's showing already that this has been a difficult situation and someone's not been able to express it, keeping their feelings hidden. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your energy. My goodness. We have Magician, Fool, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Wow. You guys have mastered something here in regards to your emotions, but it's showing me that the universe has your back. You are leveling up almost like this master manifester due to you actually honoring yourself, okay? So you might have felt like you lost yourself or a piece of you in this connection, and it looks like you're finally back on track. You're realizing what's most important here, walking towards what you deserve, not letting anything else get in between of your happiness and what you want. King of Cups, this is mastery here. Mastery of your emotions. You're realizing what's truly important and you're not going to settle for anything less. So it looks like a very grounded approach. It's showing me already that in the past here, this person might have taken you on a whirlwind away from your stability, your norm, okay? Things that you were focused on that was building up your life even, and suddenly you felt like things were a mess and they might have left here in the 8 of Cups suddenly, and you felt like you were left with nothing. All of a sudden you were trying to rebuild, but you realized that you were left with a lot of emotions that were devastating, but you've moved on. You've been able to pick yourself up, release that, you're back on track. This made a warrior out of you. Okay, so we have Temperance, King of Wands, Death, and the 9 of Swords. For their energy, this person is panicked. They are very overwhelmed with stress over you, what they lost, what they know they could have if they have chosen differently at this moment. But there's change in their situation as well. With the Death card here, it's showing that they cannot go back to how things were. Something's completely ended, and it has to do with them trying to control their feelings, control their environment, stay comfortable. Now they're able to balance things out and they're making a difficult decision moving forward. But there's a lot of uncertainty and fear in what's going to happen to this connection, but whether you've moved on as well. Let's see this 9 of Swords. King of Swords. Yeah, they kind of look at it logically, like they spent so much time away, or they might have betrayed you here and how they acted, and so they feel like they look at it in kind of common sense. They're not going to wait around for me, they're not going to talk to me, so they could be having some sleepless nights here, worrying, overthinking as well. So we have 2 of Wands, Hanged Man, Ace of Swords for the past. Things were not clear. Okay, it shows me, yes, you were stable, you invested, you thought you could trust this person, but it felt like this person, as time went on, became more flighty, more inconsistent, almost like you couldn't trust them, or you felt like they just weren't safe to give your emotions to. Especially in the Hanged Man, there was something tying this up that needed to be let go in order for you two to come together in a balanced way. But it's like they kept putting things on pause or on hold. Let's see, it's Ace of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, Commitment was key here. So you were showing them, especially in the beginning here, that you were all in. Okay, you guys were on the same page. They were showing you, or maybe have hinted here, that they agreed, they felt the same way. But then suddenly things shifted. It made you feel like, okay, where's this headed now? Why are you being distant? Why are you being indecisive? You see them focusing more possibly on long-term committed stuff, but without you. So it feels like you weren't included in their world at times, and they were starting to separate the two. Let's see this Two of Wands. Queen of Cups, Justice. Yeah, it's very unfair, and a lot of you are showing, the universe is noting this, kind of like a wink wink. Yes, what you did and how you loved did not go unnoticed. It was not in vain, okay? So please know that. You may feel like you were fooled or you regret some things. Spirit's saying please don't, because you are highly acknowledged with this. This combination is such an acknowledgement from the universe. So let's see the challenge. Let's get some more details here. We have High Priestess. There's a lot of things going on underneath the surface here. Page of Cups. I also see emotional overwhelm. Three of Wands, Devil. This person could be trapped in a situation. Could be a third party, but doesn't have to be. It's just showing me that in their mind, they were bound and attached to a certain belief system where they felt like they were too scared to take a risk, too scared to commit. They feared responsibility, as well as the Page of Cups. This is showing that when they were in this emotional overwhelm inside, sometimes they could be dramatic or immature on how they handled things with you, how they communicated, and also a little manipulative. Some of you really felt like this person was keeping so many secrets that they actually were playing chess with you at times. And it was just so inconsistent. And especially for you, Taurus, you guys were like, no, I don't need this funny business. You know, I need to focus on, you know, stability here. I don't want no nonsense in my life because I've already created such a secure place for me. And I know who I am. I know my worth. But this person started to chip away at it a little bit with you because your heart was truly and deeply connected, which wasn't a bad thing. You guys were vulnerable. You gave fully, selflessly as well, but you trusted them and you feel like they kind of ran away with your heart here. Especially towards the end, it feels like such a disappointment or underwhelming how they handled this. So I see some of them just might have not even acknowledged how serious this connection was to them. Let's see this High Priestess. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords. Avoidance, yeah. So what's showing here is the secrets that they were hiding was that they were trying to avoid making a decision. Avoid getting serious, taking responsibility. The more time they could bide for themselves, the better. This person was trying to steer you in different directions, possibly tell you some half-truths, things like that, so that they could save themselves some time and not have to make a decision. But avoidance is what happened, and that's why it seems so suspicious to you, why it seems so sneaky about why they were saying some things that didn't make sense or they were being evasive. Sun, Ten of Wands, yeah, it was too much to bear. So you started to realize here, okay, they're not being truthful or completely honest with me because they're avoiding talking to me or avoiding a decision. So it's time for me to focus on myself. I deserve stability. I deserve consistency. If I'm giving, I deserve that in return. And I'm not going to accept anything less. So regardless if this person left first or you did, you started to see towards the end that this is not something that you're willing to accept any longer. So let's see the Devil. Five of Swords. Knight of Wands. A lot of them were trying to portray themselves as sneaky as well. Kind of like as a decoy here. So yeah, if you felt like they were kind of conning you or outright suspicious, you were right on track. It was to make you want them or to figure them out more, because even though they were avoiding making a difficult decision, they still didn't want to have to make a huge decision at that point. But they felt like if they played around a little bit or they'd get you wanting to find answers and talk to them, then they would still be in the game with you, okay? Even though it didn't make sense to you, that's kind of how they were thinking. So in the outcome, we have what's going to happen. Tower, 5 of Wands, Judgment, Ace of Wands, 4 of Swords, Hierophant. Wow. The truth's coming out. Something suddenly erupts in your life, but this is good news because someone's finally making a decision here. This is going to change your world forever. So if this reading is resonating with you in the extended, we're going to find out exactly what action this is, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings to you. I love you, and I'll see you next time.